Good morning and welcome to the Sports Splash right on ABS television. My name is Obina Ikechukwu, and how are you doing this morning? Believe me, a lot of things to share with you on today's edition of the Sports Splash right here on ABS television. All right, the major story this morning will have, of course, the Super Eagles will be facing Zimbabwe today in the World Cup qualifiers. All right. And then we'll also be talking about the Anambra Warriors participating in the beach league soccer right here in Nigeria, and some of the major stories in the world of sports this morning. All right, going straight into the field of play, we have Team Anambra Beach Soccer Warriors begin early preparation for the successful campaign for the 2025 Nigeria Beach Soccer League that is expected to happen in Kebbi State, Nigeria. Now, according to the press release signed and made by the coordinator, media director, Mr. Okudile Awam, the team will undergo a lengthy campaign period to prepare for the competition, which commences on March 31st in Berenin, Kebbi. Remember last season, the Anambra Beach Soccer Warriors made an impressive debut, finishing second behind Kebbi Fishers BSC. Remember that this season they invested a lot in recruiting quality players, adding them into the squad to boost their confidence, and hopefully this will help them bring more results, or probably bring the laurel home. All right, the 2025 Nigeria Beach League Soccer promises, of course, to be very much exciting. Other teams from various parts of the country, Jigawa, from other parts of the country will be part of these, of course, very scintillating competition. All right, still on that, the president of Africa Beach Soccer League, or rather president of the Africa Beach Soccer Union, ABSU, and the coordinator of Nigeria Beach Soccer League, the NBSL, Mahmoud Hadeja, says the NBSL is the best run soccer beach soccer league in Africa. And he says that in this year's edition, more features will be added into this year's edition of the NBSL. Of course, he said we're likely to see more streamings in the NBSL. People can join in via Facebook, YouTube, and other social media handles. Of course, there will also be commentaries. Based on statistics and performances of the players. So we expect the NBSL to kick up very soon. Of course, this is the fifth edition of that competition, expected to start from March 31st and end sometime in April. We expect that it's going to be a very, very scintillating competition. All right, moving away from the beach league, Nigeria Beach League, Beach Soccer League in Nigeria, we're moving to the MPFL, where Anambra FC coach, talking about Stanley Eguma, has communicated disappointment over the draw with Bayelsa United. He says the game didn't go as planned. They had planned to actually, come out victorious against Bayelsa United. Of course, they missed lots of chances, and of course, he also did point hands. Like the accusing figure to the referee, saying the referee refused to award about 2 penalty kicks to Anambra, which should have aided them to, of course, come out victorious in that game. But on the other part, the coach, or rather the manager of Bayelsa United, talking about the man, Ladan Boso, had to come out to say they controlled the game. They knew what they had to do. They had studied the Anambra FC style of play, and they came prepared. The result they got was what they had to get from that game. So the Bayelsa United coach seemed to be the happiest between both coaches. All right, moving to the MPFL results from the weekend. Anambra United, of course, had a 1-1 draw with Bayelsa United. Of course, the coach had expressed that he wasn't really happy with that performance. Heartland United lost at home. Of course, Heartland have been struggling since the beginning of this season. They've struggled to actually stay in shape. They were relegated last season, but somehow they are in the league at the moment. So they lost at home to Abia Warriors. Katsina United had a great victory against El Kanami Warriors. 3-0 thrashing of El Kanami Warriors. Kwara United lost at home to Akwa United. Rivers United got a victory, home victory against Ikorodu City. Shooting Stars got a 3-1. Shooting Stars of Ibadan got a 3-1 victory, home victory against Niger Tornadoes. Of course, right there on the MPFL table, we're seeing the top teams. Remo Stars remaining top of the team, and we also have Ikorodu United FC right there, and other teams. We expect the MPFL to continue their scintillating performance so far in the second half of the league. All right, moving away from the NPFL. The First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, talking about Senator Oluremi Tinubu, has come out to address and inspire the girl child at the Africans Volleyball Club Championship. This, according to report, is to highlight the importance of sport for young women and to promote their active participation. Of course, there's need to encourage young ladies, ladies in particular, to to very well participate in the field of sport. It's not just a male, it's not just a male. It's not just a male thing. Of course, ladies can also be part of, football or any other sport men find themselves. It's also very important to let you know that in the Olympics, most of the laurels Nigeria have got, not just in the Olympics, but in some other sports for Nigeria. Most of the trophies Nigeria has probably achieved over the years, we've gotten it from the women. So they've given us lots of laurels, and so they should be encouraged and they should be supported. The reason why Senator Oluremi Tinubu is, of course, the reason why Senator Oluremi Tinubu is, giving support to the lady. All right, the 24 volleyball clubs are expected to join the competition from across the top 14 volleyball nations on the continent, as they will be hitting Nigeria for this landmark event hosted by the Comptroller General of Customs, the CGC, and the Nigeria Volleyball Federation, the NVBF, at the iconic MKO Abiola National Stadium in Abuja. The event is said to be scheduled to hold from the 1st of April till the 14th of April. Of course, a 14 the event. Right, women are encouraged to be part of, sporting activities. All right, let's move into, again, the world of football, but this time in the international scene, talking about the FIFA World Cup. National teams, of course, have already qualified, have started qualifying for the World Cup. Of course, not South Africa, but the United States of America, of course, going to host the tournament, has already qualified. Mexico, of course, have qualified also for that. But recently, joining them right there is Japan, who qualified after beating Bahrain 2-0, and then New Zealand also did qualify after beating New Caledonia 3-0. And this has actually put them ahead of other teams to be in the United States of America, in Mexico, and to be a part of that competition right there in 2028. All right, we'll bring you some results from the World Cup qualifier matches being played. Of course, right there in Europe, there were matches being played where Lithuania, that's in Group G, had a great or rather not a great one, had a draw with Finland, a 2-2 draw with Finland. Poland going victorious against Malta. Bosnia and Herzegovina getting a 2-1 victory over Cyprus. San Marino losing at home by 5-1 against Romania, and that's in Group H. And then Albania getting a very convincing victory against Andorra. And then England getting a 3-0 victory against Latvia. That was in that game where Reece James had to get his first goal for the Three Lions. All right, other matches, or rather other matches right there in Europe. We had, moving to Africa, we have some other matches in Africa where we had Liberia getting a victory, 2-1 victory against Sao Tome and Principe, and then Tunisia getting a 2-0 victory against Malawi, and Central African Republic and Mali getting a 0-0 draw. Madagascar losing at home by 3 goals to Ghana. And then still on the CAF qualification, World Cup qualification, Namibia getting a 1-1 draw against Equatorial Guinea. And then Liberia getting a 2-0 victory against Sao Tome and Principe. Then Ethiopia trashing Djibouti 6-1. And Guinea-Bissau losing at home to Burkina Faso. This is going to really be a struggling one for Guinea-Bissau, losing at home to Burkina Faso. All right, some matches will play today, still in the World Cup qualifier right here in Africa. Some matches are still expected to be played today. Of course, Egypt is expected to slug it out with Sierra Leone. Egypt will be at home right there at 8 p.m. this evening. Egypt will be playing in Sierra Leone. Then South Sudan will struggling it out with Sudan, same time 8 p.m. And then Mauritania will also be slugging it out with DR Congo at 10 p.m. Nigeria time. Senegal also will be playing Togo, same time 10 p.m. For the FIFA World Cup qualifying matches, and that's in Group B. Then in Group C, we have Benin Republic said to be struggling, having that game between them and South Africa. Remember, the coach of South Africa has come out to say that Nigeria will help them qualify for the World Cup, considering the fact that the Super Eagles would not, at this point, want to lose any game. Let's see how that actually does span out. All right, Nigeria will be facing Zimbabwe at 5 p.m., the Nest of Champions, where the governor of Cross River has come out to say that the 30,000 has come out to probably have paid for the 30,000 spectators to see that game today. He has actually paid for them. So if you're a Nigerian and you're at Akwa Ibom today, you can go see Nigeria play Zimbabwe today, and hopefully Nigeria come out victorious. Nigeria cannot afford at this point to lose. We've been able to garner about 6 points in barely 5 matches. So Nigeria would need victory, not just in this game, but in other games to be there in the United States of America. Of course, players like Victor Osimhen has, of course, communicated that he desires to be part of that tournament, having not ever participated in any of the World Cup tournaments. All right, of course, aside from the age grade level. Of course, we'll still have Rwanda and Lesotho slugging it out, going to, slug it out around our time, 5 p.m. And of course, that's still in Group C of the CAF of the World Cup qualifiers. All right, still on the World Cup qualifiers, we have Angola going to play Cape Verde at 5 p.m. And then Cameroon will be playing Libya at 8 p.m. Remember, Libya had a 1-1 draw at home against when they played Tanzania not Tanzania, but Angola during the weekend. All right, moving to Group E, we have Morocco. We have Morocco going to slug it out with Tanzania at 10:30 p.m. Nigerian time. And then in Group F, we have Burundi going to play Seychelles at 8 p.m. Nigeria time. And that's in Group F. All right, in Group G, we have Uganda going to play the Guinea at 5 p.m. Botswana to play Somalia at 8 p.m. Algeria to play Mozambique at 10 p.m. Nigeria time. And then in Group I, you have Comoros to play Chad. All right, so this is much we can give to you or share with you on today's edition of the Sports Splash right here on ABS television. My name is Obina. Do have a very positive day ahead.